Good, especially finally getting timing, with guys who's been in the league like Red, Van Jefferson, T. Lockett was out here. It's good, James. So it's been good. It's been exciting, especially to, connect with those guys.
Anything about this surprised you, Cam, so far?
But this, no, I've been wanting to be put in this position. God blessed me with it. So I'm just taking advantage of every opportunity that he gives me. I get to play around some good guys up front. Defensively, we have some good talent. So I'm excited to see us put it on the field on Sundays.
With the reps and how they're distributed, how are you going about just like making sure you take advantage of everyone?
Just getting a lot of mental reps, whether Will's up, BA, or Tim is up. Then also just going through it in my head, the formations, the play call, the motions if we have one. So really just getting understanding of the full offense.
What's your relationship been like with Will since you got here and met him?
It's been good. He's one of the first ones to come up to me in the locker room, ready to compete, ready to get to work. But it's been exciting to work with somebody who's played an actual NFL football game, so to take a little advice from him. So it's been good.
Cam looked like the hedge next to Calvin in the locker room. I guess it's something the biggest. You like that, and does it help you guys kind of form a relationship? What do you hope to learn, by having so much presence?
Well, I just think the biggest thing I'm trying to learn from him is how to be a pro. He's did it for a numerous amount of years at a high level, so he is the standard. He's one of the oldest guys in the locker room, so why would you want to look up to him? And for him to be my locker mate, for him to open his house for me, it's been cool. Especially, I'm trying to, establish myself like he did.
How much does it turn you up to not be throwing against air right now, to actually have some defenders out there to navigate?
Oh, it's real good because going against air is all BS. It's not real football. So anytime I get a chance to go against the defense, especially going like ours, it's a blessing because you finally get to get real game speed, real time, and what it's going to be like. And then really just you see a lot of people's character when the bullet starts flying. We have a great group around us. We know adversity is going to come, but biggest thing about us, we're not going to point fingers.
Does the trust start now? The guy, you earning trust and them earning trust in you at this point?
It's been started since I got here. Just all about us connecting, on and off the field, knowing what we like to do, what we're good at on the field, and off the field, just vibing with each other. Our families, going out to eat, just doing stuff like that.
Cam, I know it's still early for you, but what's your process and timeline like for solidifying yourself as the starter?
I'm on Coach Callahan timeline, so that's really not my decision, but I know I still got a lot to work on. I got a lot of processing to do to play the NFL. I think I'm getting up there at a rapid pace, and so I'm excited. And I just think the biggest thing for me is just taking it day by day, learning from one day to the next, and not repeating the bad things over and over.
What's been the biggest thing you've learned?
I guess the highs and lows, knowing not everything can be perfect, and how do you think you do on that on a regular basis?
I think I do all right. I've had highs and lows throughout my whole career. We're gonna lose a game; it's inevitable. We're gonna win a lot of games, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be a part of this journey, to help change this franchise around.
What's been the biggest thing you've learned so far that's different from college to the NFL?
I would say the biggest thing for me has been the hashes, adjusting to those. The balls in the middle field a lot more, so you got to be on time a lot more. So hitting the back of my drop, getting the ball out. Then also just continue to create relationships off the field. Trying to get with my guys, and we all got busy lives, so I don't take those things for granted. Sometimes we do get to meet up. I try to really get to know them.
Is Will a good lesson for you in that nothing is guaranteed or promised in this league? It ultimately always has to be earned.
Well, it always has to be earned. I just think just that specific person has to be a lesson. But a lot of quarterbacks, every year you got to prove yourself. No matter you're Super Bowl champion or you one of the worst teams in the league, every year somebody's trying to come for your job. The target's on my back, target's on every quarterback in the room. And so you just got to have a good mindset about going about your business.
Those relationships you mentioned, like how is that going, being able to develop that? I know you're very big on the O-line and developing that relationship. How is that going? How have they received you, and what are some of the things you do to really establish that?
I'll say just the biggest things I do, just talk to them, whether it's in the locker room, when we get a chance to meet up outside the facility. And then really not everything got to be about football. We know when we walk in the building, it's all business. And I'm excited to play against, revamped O-line like that. It's probably one of the most athletic O-lines I've been a part of. The way Dan can move, JC, even Peter, and then Corey up there moving real well. So, they're going to do their job this year, and that'll be the reason why we win a lot of games.
Cam, even though it's still obviously very early, can you feel the difference going against NFL players on defense and maybe the speed, athleticism of those guys on the other side of the ball?
Well, yeah, you can feel the difference since day one. From especially the safeties, I would say the biggest difference. They close down real hard on when they're throwing digs, shallows. They got good cover ground. So it's really just about being on time with myself and the receivers. Then at the end of the day, it's about making plays. Football, it's not going to change. It's been the same sport, for 100 years. And they when the ball in your head, you got to make a play.
Couple more. You good?
Good.
Thanks, Cam. All right.